Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Olivia McClellan.
And I'm Tony Sandlaben. Thanks for joining us. Indiana's standardized I-STEP test is getting shorter, or so it seems. Governor Mike Pence signed an executive order today to shorten the exam after days of heated conversation over the issue. This year's test was slated to be almost twice as long as last year's exam. However, it is not clear if Pence's order can be executed without cooperation from State Superintendent Glenda Ritz. Ritz told Pence last week that Indiana should suspend A to F grades to give teachers and students a year to adjust to the higher expectations of the new I-STEP. But Pence made it clear he opposed the suggestion. Pence said recommendations would be presented to the Indiana State Board of Education and the Indiana Department of Education following a review by national testing experts. And Mayor Tyler was in the audience at Emmons Auditorium Friday as President Ferguson gave his first State of the University address. Today, emails went out to faculty seeking specific suggestions for achieving the goals Ferguson outlined. NewsLink Indiana's Jason Poore gives us an overview.
The challenges are great. I think we're developing a strategy to get there together, and I would encourage us all to do it with the humility and the commitment to excellence that is the legacy of Ball State University. I hope you'll join me. Thank you all so very much.
Evolution, not a revolution. President Ferguson's words describing his plan for the university moving forward, known as the Centennial Commitment Campaign, or 18 by 18. The first highlight is dedicated to a student-centered campus designed to enhance learning for undergraduate, graduate, and online students. Junior Megan Mullen says the new plan is exciting.
A lot of the ideas that he had were very in line with what I think students want in this university, and so I think he's really interacted with students and gotten their perspective on what they want for the next few years in the future. So I was really proud of his engagement with students. So.
Other staples of the plan are making the university more community engaged and turning it into the model 21st century public research institution, an idea that Ball State head football coach Pete Lembo highly supports.
Well, I love the plan, and I love our niche. I love the uniqueness of his strategy for our future as a university, taking what is already good and making it better. But the best thing about it is the team-oriented nature of everything he does.
The plan is designed to reach its goals by 2018, Ball State's 100-year anniversary. In Muncie, Jason Poore, NewsLink, Indiana.
For specific details on the Centennial Commitment's 18 goals, visit ballstatedaily.com.
Ball State President Paul Ferguson and Muncie Mayor Dennis Tyler are working together to improve the relationship between the campus and Muncie, a relationship that begins with interacting with the community, and that means getting students off campus. NewsLink Indiana's Kelsey Burr spoke to President Ferguson to see what he has planned.
President Ferguson officially took over as president of Ball State 7 months ago. He has many goals in mind, one of which is to work more closely with the Muncie community.
We really do want to develop a stronger, more targeted strategy of community engagement in Muncie and Delaware County, and that'll be paralleled and coupled to a more strategic statewide strategy. What is Ball State going to be known for in community engagement? And it has to begin at home.
President Ferguson said he knows there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the relationship, but says Ball State students already engage in a lot of community service. He also says that will continue, but he will figure out other ways to, quote, assist the quality of life in Muncie. Mayor Dennis Tyler is pleased to collaborate more with Ball State.
They don't want to be an island, they want to be part of the city, and the more they want to be a part of the city, the more we're all going to benefit from that.
During Ferguson's State of the University address on Friday, he spoke directly to the mayor and reminded him that Ball State is here for him. In Muncie, Kelsey Burr, NewsLink, Indiana.
Now, Tony, the weather this weekend wasn't that bad. I was outside and it was pretty comfortable.
Yeah, this weather this weekend was awesome, but then this morning I woke up to walk to my classes and it was cold. It was really warm over the weekend, but it really cooled down. Hopefully that changes for sure, because it was uncomfortably cold. Nathan DeYoung, what do you have for us?
Well, definitely it was a treat for this past weekend in terms of weather conditions, but today we were in temperature shock. Looking at the last 14 hours, you notice that no snow on the ground anywhere in view of McKinley and Riverside, but the temperatures were the factor into today's weather. Looking at our national temperatures all across the nation, we wish we were in Las Vegas right now at 71 degrees and closer home, 26 here in Muncie. All around the state of Indiana, temperatures are chilly this evening, making you have to bring out that winter jacket. Wind chills are making feel like temperatures in the teens all across the state of Indiana. Satellite radar is showing us that we have that cloud cover, overcast conditions for this evening. Coming up, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about how long the cold temperatures are going to be here, our next chance of precipitation, and what is in store for Valentine's Day.
President Barack Obama was in Indianapolis at Ivy Tech Community College last Friday to discuss his plans for middle-class economics. Along with the plans, the president highlighted his visions for the tax code.
We should agree that the tax code should be fair, and nobody should be treated better just because they got better accountants or better lawyers. So if Republicans disagree with the way I'm trying to solve these problems, they should put forward their own plans, and I am happy to look at it. But what we can't do is ignore the problems and pretend that they don't matter. Pretend that families aren't out there struggling, doing their best.
This was Obama's 7th visit to Indiana since becoming president in 2009.
And coming up on NewsLink Indiana, gas prices are still rocketing up.
And the red carpet was rolled out for last night's Grammys. Stay tuned.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
From the Ball State News Center, you're watching NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Ball State employees had their private information potentially compromised this week following a major cyber attack on Anthem Incorporated, the parent company of the university's third-party health insurance provider. Anthem, which is America's second-largest health insurer, was the victim of a cyber attack last Wednesday. The attack occurred when hackers accessed the Blue Cross Blue Shield insurer's health insurance database containing personal information for as many as 80 million people.
It is unknown who committed the attacks and how many people were involved. Anthem informed the university that health insurers member information was accessed and that Ball State employees could be included. Current Anthem members will be automatically enrolled in identity repair services, and Impact members will be given information on how to enroll in free credit monitoring.
Ball State Student Government Association begins its election season starting tomorrow. It begins with the slate and cinder campaigns being announced at the nomination convention at 8 p.m. Elections Board Chair Zachary Huffman is pushing for greater awareness from the student body during the election season. One way that he and the Elections Board plans to do this is by involving other departments, such as those involved with communications. Students enrolled in the COM 210 will have an opportunity to earn extra credit by attending debates. SGA advisor Jennifer Jones Hall hopes to see quality students run for a slate. Last two SGA elections have seen fines and code violations. Students will be warned after the convention of the severity of the consequences if any violations should occur.
Have you ever thought about the amount of fossil fuel we use every day and that it could be harmful to our environment? NewsLink Bree Isom takes to the streets to find out what we can do to help.
Has it ever occurred to you that fossil fuels can be dangerous? Well, some students here at BSU have set up an organization to stop the use of fossil fuels on this campus.
Hey, my name is Dan Kaiser, and I'm from Go Fossil Free Ball State. We're a divestment campaign, which basically means we want Ball State to not invest in fossil fuels, and then later invest in green technology.
Go Fossil Fuel Free is not just locally at BSU, but it's a nationwide campaign to stop the use of harmful fossil fuels.
So Go Fossil Free is actually a global campaign. It's not just here at Ball State. However, we are the largest campaign in Indiana right now with over almost 1,000 signatures.
If you too feel that Ball State University should go fossil fuel free, make sure to visit the website at gofossilfuelfreebsu.com. And also come to the campaign on Friday night. Thank you. This is Bree Isom from NewsLink, Indiana. Back to you.
Thank you, Bree. Stop by their events this Friday night. The event will consist of environmental movies and campaigns to go fossil fuel free. And for more information, visit gofossilfuelfreebsu.com.
Hoosiers have become fortunate these past few months with the price of gas, but how much longer will it continue on? Reporter Jenna Liston has more on the issue.
Gas is essential to our daily lives, and at the marathon just off Tilliston, customers are wary of impending increases in prices. While gas has seen its lowest national average since 2009 over the past month, a report from the Department of Energy projects a spike in prices by the end of February.
I'm glad they're low. I mean, it definitely, in this economy right now, it's good, but I definitely know they're going to go up in the summer, like probably double, so that sucks, but I mean, I guess all we can do is enjoy it now, I guess, but it's one of those things you can't change, so gas you always need, so.
Although customers have become comfortable with the new recent gas prices, they need to be well aware of the spike ahead.
I don't like that they're going to go up. I mean, I liked it when they were really low, like $1.89 or something like that. So.
We asked customers how this increase will affect them.
Well, we'll have to budget differently because it'll cost more for gas money. Fortunately, I don't have a very long commute, so but you know, I have to budget more.
From NewsLink, Indiana, I'm Jenna Liston.
Thanks, Jenna. The summer spike in gas prices looks like it will be coming early this year. Last night, the biggest names in music gathered in Los Angeles at the Staples Center to celebrate the 57th annual Grammy Awards. NewsLink Indiana's Caitlin Ewing went out and asked students what they thought.
There were a lot of mixed reviews last night about the Grammys, so I went around Ball State's campus to find out what the students had to say.
I thought my favorite part of the Grammys was going to be Beyonce. I stayed up all night to watch her, but she only did one song, and I didn't even know it.
My favorite part of the Grammys was 4 or 5 seconds with Kanye, Rihanna, and Paul McCartney.
My favorite part about the Grammys last night was when Pharrell did the remake of Happy, when he had like the bellhop looking outfit, which is pretty cool. It had like a darker themed version in the beginning, and then it kind of went to the original Happy version of the song.
And that was your quick question for tonight. In Muncie, Caitlin Ewing, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thanks, Caitlin. And coming up after the break, will we get any relief from this cold?
We'll have your full weather forecast right here.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
From the Ball State News Center, you're watching NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
And welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. And I'll tell you what, Olivia, this weekend was kind of a tease. I was thinking maybe people were wrong about Groundhog Day. Maybe you didn't see a shadow. We were having an early spring. It was really nice and warm, but then today was a harsh slap back into reality.
Today was pretty cold. I'm looking forward to going to Florida for spring break. Let's take a look at the weather with Nathan DeYoung.
Definitely a spring-like weekend was in store for us, but that's not the case anymore. Currently outside, 26 degrees with those north winds at 12 miles per hour. It is cold outside, and highs today all across the state of Indiana. Pretty chilly, 34 here in Muncie today, 37 in Terre Haute, 40 in Bloomington. But this 24-hour temperature change is what we really want to take note of today. Over the last 24 hours, temperatures have greatly changed over the state of Indiana. 14 degrees difference in Fort Wayne, Muncie, 16 degrees difference in Indianapolis. Currently outside, the wind chills are playing a factor in what the temperature we're actually feeling outside right now. 16 degrees in Muncie, 16 degrees in Anderson as our wind chill. So you definitely need to bundle up if you're headed out tonight to any activities. Looking at precision cast, I want to stop here on Tuesday at 6 a.m. Tomorrow morning, we're seeing that those clouds will break. Overnight, we'll see those overcast conditions continue to stay with us, but the clouds will break for an actually decent day tomorrow with those sunny skies. And then 2 a.m. on Wednesday, we notice that those clouds build back into the area for a cloudy day Wednesday. Tonight, your low is 20 degrees with those overcast conditions and much colder temperatures. And of course, tomorrow we're going to see a high of 32 degrees with those mostly sunny skies. Winds will be out of the east, northeast at 8 miles per hour. Looking at your 7-day forecast, looks pretty stable. Our next chance of precipitation, nothing to note worth of, but Wednesday and Thursday we could see a chance of some flurries. And then look at Saturday, 18 degrees as the high, and it's not gonna be much better than that for your weekend and Valentine's Day. Monday next week, temperatures are going to remain pretty chilly out there, that's for sure.
As long as the snow is gone, I'm good.
Well, that's what everybody's saying, and I think we're safe to say that right now.
All right, thank you, Nathan.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Well, it was certainly a very busy weekend for Ball State sports.
Rob Conant will have your sports recap right after the break, and he promises that Kanye won't interrupt. Stay tuned.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
From the Ball State News Center, you're watching NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gents. I'm Robert Conant with NewsLink Indiana Sports. The Ball State men's basketball team entered this past weekend on a 7-game losing streak, trying to let it go against the Toledo Rockets on Saturday. The Cards were at home inside Worthen Arena against the MAC West leaders, and there's no place they'd rather be to get back to their winning ways. Except it's easier said than done. Ball State had a slow start to the game while the Rockets were feeling like a room without a roof in the first half. They shot 65% from the floor. Ball State down at halftime 42-27. Ball State's offense had something to be happy about. Jeremiah Davis finished with 12 points, including the jam. He's singing Ain't It Fun. How about Francis Kiapwe, 3-point left side? He had 3 triples in the game. Bo Calhoun underneath. Reverse layup is good. He had 9 points and 8 rebounds. Franco House, though, led the Cardinals 6 of 8 from the floor. He had 19 points. But the efforts were not enough as Toledo goes on to win this game 72-61. The Cardinals lose their 8th game in a row. They'll try to shake it off tomorrow night as they head to Northern Illinois. The Ball State men's volleyball team is ranked 13th in the nation. They're pretty good. There must be something in the water. The Cards took their 7-2 record into a match with George Mason on a Saturday night. Don't believe me? Just watch. Matt Walsh and Martin Nemcheski were about that H-Town coming down with the kills, 10 kills apiece. But the rest of the team was not completely unified, hitting 161 with 22 attack errors. On the defensive end, David Ryan Vandermeer had 13 digs, Shane Whitmer had 11, but the Patriots, coming into the match as a dark horse, they meant business. They take set 1 over the Cards 26-24 and the second set 25-17. With Ball State on the verge of being swept, the Cards did all they could, but sometimes these nights never seem to go to plan. George Mason pulls the upset. They defeat Ball State in the third set 27-25 for the sweep. It's just Ball State's 3rd loss of the season, but 2nd in a row. They'll be in action once again at Worthen Arena this Thursday night against Lewis. The Ball State softball team started their 2015 season over the weekend in Nashville, Tennessee, and they might already be in the running for most dramatic finish of the year. Going up against South Dakota on Friday afternoon, the Cards found themselves down 8-1 after 5 innings. They were down, but they got up and they brushed off the dust. Cue the late heroics of the Cardinals as they put up 6 runs in the 7th inning, and then they tack on 3 more runs in the top of the 9th to win the game 11-8. Jocelyn Rivera picked up the win for BSU, pitching 5 shutout innings in relief, giving up just 1 hit. Emily Dabkowski, gonna show you what's really crazy, should have known better than to mess with her. She led the team offensively, going 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored, including a home run and 4 RBIs. The Cards had 3 more games in the Music City Classic. They beat IUPUI and lost to Indiana State on Saturday. Sunday, they had no problem with Lipscomb, winning 14-2 in 6 innings. Guys, Ball State softball will get a chance to roar this coming weekend. They're playing at Auburn this coming weekend. And one final note for this weekend, Yorktown High School and Ball State football fans, they're saying, I know I'm not the only one when it comes to being excited for quarterback Riley Neal. He's coming to Ball State next season. Over the weekend, he was down in Texas playing for Team USA in the U19 international game. The Yorktown senior being so fancy, he threw for 2 touchdowns. Team USA beat Canada 35-0. Well, Rob, it definitely sounds like someone watched the Grammys last night.
Maybe a little bit.
Well,
Maybe a little bit.
Speaking of the Grammys, last night's Grammy Awards brought in some of its lowest numbers in recent history. Find out why America wasn't hearing the music.
NewsLink Entertainment is next.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
From the Ball State News Center, you're watching NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Brittany Ehrman, and this is your entertainment news. The memorable play A Raisin in the Sun will be here at Ball State tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. The production tells the story of 3 generations of an African-American family on the south side of Chicago during the 1950s. The play provides an original view on racial and economic issues as each member of the family takes a different path to success. Tickets for the play cost $15 for the general public, $14 for staff, $12 for senior citizens, and $10 for students. The production will also be performed at 7:30 p.m. on the 11th through the 14th of February. The Grammy Award-winning vocal ensemble New York Voices is performing in Sursa Hall tomorrow evening. The New York Voices has a style deeply rooted in jazz, R&B, classical, and pop. The group has released 7 CDs and has performed with many famous ensembles, including the Count Basie Orchestra and the Manhattan Transfer. The performance will be tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. in Sursa Performance Hall. Tickets are $35 for the public and $15 for students. Sunday's Grammy Awards, hosted by LL Cool J, did not have many people watching. TV viewers dropped significantly compared to previous years. USA Today says 25.3 million viewers watched the awards, which is 11% down from last year. The reason for this is because AMC's The Walking Dead and the premiere of Better Call Saul were airing at the same time as the Grammys. There were also major award shows that aired at the same time on the West Coast. And that is all for your entertainment news. I'm Brittany Ehrman.
Thanks, Brittany. Now let's take a final look at weather.
Definitely. If you're looking for a warm-up, that's not going to happen. Tomorrow's high, only 32 degrees. So wear a jacket if you're going out.
All right. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.